Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about the switch to mouse and keyboard. A lot of my friends are asking myself why I'm using a mouse and keyboard instead of a controller. A while ago I used mouse and keyboard for a month in Season 7, and fast forward to Season 10 I'm using a mouse and keyboard again. What was the reason to switch back to mouse and keyboard? The reason I'm staying committed to mouse and keyboard because I feel like I reached my peak on using a controller. I had a split decision whether to decide to play claw or use a scuff controller because playing on a normal controller has some disadvantages. Ghost Gronky once said, when playing Fortnite with a normal controller, the way you position your fingers on certain buttons do not allow you to jump and aim at the same time. I could go into depth about playing normal versus playing claw versus using a scuff controller, but I believe Ghost Gronky has more prior knowledge than me in his video. In transition, I thought there was a lot more benefits using a keyboard than using a controller. The skill ceiling is a lot higher using a mouse and keyboard. Some of the benefits is scroll wheel reset, having different keybinds for each weapons, precise movement, range of motion with the mouse, ability to flick and change sensitivity on the fly, and it seems more comfortable for myself after playing long periods of time. In my opinion, it's a longer learning curve to learn mouse and keyboard than using a controller. For myself, I have to get used to using a lot of keybinds instead of a certain set of controller binds. I think it's awesome when I stream or make content for YouTube that I can inspire people. It's humbling to see those try out mouse and keyboard because of myself. The inspiration to make the switch again is because most of the competitive players in Fortnite play on keyboard. Doing my research on this, I found that Liquid Velvet and Sen Booga used to be controller players when I found out that Ghost of Soul and Ghost Issa, well-known controller players, were practicing mouse and keyboard, and I thought it should be time to permanently switch. In conclusion, you want to do what is best for you in improving at something. Especially for a video game like Fortnite, you have certain choices, and the difficult choice could boil down whether to use a keyboard or a controller. There's a lot of room to grow on using a keyboard, and I'm glad I can inspire others. I'll definitely make sure to make an update video on my journey of using mouse and keyboard. This video was to explain the thought process behind using a controller, not using a controller anymore in Fortnite. There's always going to be a debate about keyboard versus using a controller. Which one do you use for gaming? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I have a code in the Fortnite item shop. Have a good one.